Yeah, and it's not looking good for Washington.
Which good. I want Michigan to win. Daddy Harbaugh needs his fucking ring.
Yeah, dude, you gotta support the
The
Harbaugh.
greatest fucking chin in all of human history. That man's jawline was sculpted by God himself.
He's like
It's
Zeus, dude.
incredible. Dude. And the way he chews that gum, it must turn into a fucking powder
Hmm.
by the time he's done with it. Dude, fucking Michigan needs this. They need it. They've been to 3 college football playoffs.
Mm.
Third time's the charm. We got to do this.
Well, I mean, Harbaugh's gonna win a championship at some point, right? Like
He needs it.
he
And
can't
dude,
just
his
go.
brother has the fucking 1 seed currently in the
Hmm.
AFC. Can you imagine if both of them win a championship
The
this year?
Harbaugh, the
Yeah,
year
like
of the
the
Harbaugh.
national championship and the fucking Super Bowl. That'd be
Hmm.
pretty incredible.
Yeah, I it would probably be really annoying to be honest. I like,
Oh, it would. I mean, the media wouldn't shut the fuck up
yeah,
about it, but hey, it'd be kind of fun.
I like both of them. I like Jim a lot better. I've always
I
thought,
like Jim so much better.
yeah, John's kind of oh, John's there, dude.
Oh, he is. He is.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even because they're showing him on the TV right now.
Yeah.
We're doing this with like 8 minutes left in
Yeah,
the
they're
second quarter.
hugging on the sideline.
Oh, he's with Lee Corso too. Lee
Oh,
Corso
yeah.
has like a second job at like a pencil company, which is like one of the most insane things.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
He looks like
Um,
a toad, man.
yeah, dude. And then now they're showing Jack.
Yeah.
I love Jim. Like I don't really have any issues. I've never
Dude,
had
no, I
issues.
love Jim. John, whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
John's
he's
always.
cool. I like John. But, dude, I was heartbroken when Jim lost the Super Bowl.
Oh, dude, me too.
I was fucking heartbroken.
I was rooting for the 49ers when they lost on that no PI call to end
Yeah.
everything, which I don't
Brutal.
understand why they didn't. I still to this day don't understand why they didn't just run it with Kaepernick, but
Yeah, who knows,
they
man.
still should have gotten a PI on that, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
that was one of the best Super Bowls ever. Like
It
I
was
would
a
say,
phenomenal Super Bowl.
and probably the best one of the 2010s. Like outside of like
Yeah.
the Atlanta one,
Dude, people have forgotten how dominant Kaepernick was in his prime.
nobody could stop
He
him.
was absolutely insane.
Hmm. He was Lamar if defenses had never seen a guy like that. So he was
Dude, in the playoff game against the Packers, he had 260 yards passing and 180 yards rushing. What the
dude.
fuck? That
Uh
has never been done before. It will never be done again.
that game is
It is one of
as
the most freak dominant performance, like single game dominant like player performances ever.
yeah. As Bears fans, that game is such porn
It is
to
porn.
go back
I
and watch or
became a
think about.
Niners fan in that era. The Bears were shit. They were
Yeah,
just constant disappointment. I
yeah.
like the Niners. They
I
were
like
great.
the
They were
Niners too.
super fun to watch.
They had a really good defense. We talked about those guys, like Patrick Willis and stuff. Justin Smith was a really cool player, on
Dog.
their D line. Um, you know, Frank Gore, who is a Hall of Fame. I don't.
One of the most underrated players of all
Oh my
time.
God, if that dude doesn't make the Hall of Fame, dude, fucking blow the whole thing up. I don't care.
Yeah, blow it up.
Who's the guy who said you can't tell the history of the game? Was that without him? That wasn't Warren Sapp, was it?
It might have been Warren Sapp, but it's
There,
been a lot of people, dude. That is not a unique fucking talking
I
point by
know, but
any means.
somebody earnestly tried to say he wasn't a Hall of Famer, and I think that was the
Yeah,
response.
he's like what? Is he
16,000 rushing yards.
third all time?
He's got to be
Or
third or fourth.
he's third all time?
I always forget how many Barry had, so I gotta look that up. I think
Barry
Barry.
had like 16,000 or something.
You know,
Well, actually, I think he might be four. I don't know if he passed Barry or not because Walter's
Frank Gore.
two, Emmett's
Frank Gore's third.
one.
Yeah, he
He is
passed
third. Yeah,
Barry.
so he passed Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, third fucking all time.
I gotta say this, dude. I hear a lot of people now act like Barry Sanders is the greatest of all time, and I love him. He was like
Yeah, but
obviously an awesome
no.
player, but like, dude, people will earnestly say Barry Sanders was the greatest, he retired, but it's like, all right, you guys are just on like the Lions hype train and this is affecting your fucking brain. Like Walter Payton is the greatest of all time, dude. Like I don't know how to
Yep, not close.
fucking explain that to people. Like, dude, Barry Sanders was awesome. Second all time. But Walter Payton cannot be beat. Walter Payton got 16,000 yards in like 11 years, dude.
Yeah,
To go with, receiving, he was basically like, a Darren Sproles type before that was, Alvin Kamara before that was a thing. He could play quarterback for the Bears.
I know.
Like it was also just a different. He never ran out of bounds. Like like sometimes
Never.
it was to the detriment of the team, but he always fought for more yards, dude. I don't know. That shit's just so annoying. Barry Sanders all time. You can't take it. I guess he did that in 10 seasons, so the number is pretty close, but I don't know. I just get really mad because people will just like talk about the greatest of all time for running backs and just forget. People forget about Walter Payton now, which is nuts. But that's probably the Bears' fault more than anything.
Dude, Walter Payton has 10 seasons of over 1,200 rushing yards.
That's unbelievable. That's
10.
not never gonna happen again.
10 seasons with over 1,200 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's just not gonna happen in this
That's
era. You're
a
not gonna see a
little
running back like
goofy.
that.
Not ever again. That will never happen.
Derrick Henry was the closest thing we had to it, but he didn't even have 1,000 yard rushing season until his like his third or fourth year.
He did not. But I do love Derrick Henry, man. He's right now he's the guy with really Hall of Fame aspirations. CMC kind of as well, but he's a different kind of back,
Yeah, he's more
obviously.
of a every down, pass catcher. He provides more value because of the pass catching ability than he does. His running ability is fine, but he's much more valuable as a pass catcher to me. I don't know what the numbers would say.
Yeah, I mean he's a great receiver. I don't know. I think just his value is his versatility and just he's so smart.
To be fair, he did have 14,059 yards this year rushing. So
Yeah,
obviously
he
that's
has
great.
he's the league in rushing yards this year.
Yeah. I I just think like obviously his value just comes from the fact that he can do everything. Um, he's still a great rusher. It always just feels like he's much more of a receiving back than anything. But surprised he only had one season of like 1,000 yards receiving, which is pretty. I mean, it's nuts that he had that in the first place, but I always felt like he
Yeah.
had two or three.
Well, I mean, he is a running back after all.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy that he even had one.
yeah. I mean, he's
Because I mean,
awesome.
like,
I love
dude,
him.
tight ends don't even really have 1,000 yard receiving seasons.
I
That's
don't.
fucking rare.
I don't even know if there was a tight end that had one this year because Travis Kelce sat out the
Travis
last
Kelsey was
game.
short. I don't think he didn't get it.
I don't know
So
if
I don't think there was no tight end that had 1,000 yards this year,
Sam Laporta was at 889.
which is
Uh,
pretty crazy.
yeah, he was awesome, but then Dan Campbell got hurt.
Yeah, that's.
So
I'm kind of rooting for the Lions. I don't
me too,
know.
dude. They're playing fucking Stafford at home,
Like,
dude.
I know those fans deserve it. I mean,
Hmm.
they're gonna be annoying, but like, I don't even really care. Just
Hey,
whatever, fine. I don't pay attention to you. You can be
Bear,
annoying, fine. Enjoy it. Yeah, live it up. It's been the first time in my lifetime that you've won the
Mhm.
division. So enjoy it.
Yeah, there's really you can't complain about it. Like I mean you can, but like they get to enjoy it and you know, this has never happened for them. They literally have not had a home game, playoff game in 30 years or whatever it was,
Yeah,
right?
since like
So, and they
1993.
had never even won the North. So I will be I really like that team. I like watching that team. I think their
They're
offense is really
fun,
fun. Uh,
gritty.
and also too, I mean, whatever attitude they have, if they win this game, is gonna be a lot better than the attitude they had when Stafford won the Super Bowl, and they all thought that was
Yeah,
there.
somehow that reflected upon them.
Yeah,
But anyway,
George Kittle had 1,000 yards. I just looked it up.
did he really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's the only tight end, dude. We used to have Gronk and Jimmy Graham and fucking Aaron Hernandez and fucking oh
The
man,
goat. The
dude.
goat, Aaron Hernandez.
I mean, there's a couple years though where we did have like tight end. I mean, tight ends are still valuable, but we had tight ends that would go off, for a
Yeah,
bunch of yards. So this is Travis Kelce's first non-1,000 yard season since I think his rookie year.
that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Third year, but
Third year.
still
Okay.
very crazy. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer and he's got 11,000 yards,
Obviously.
but I don't know, that Taylor Swift man really got in the way of his production.
You know that is a real like media talking point.
Oh, dude,
It
it is.
like I'm stunned that these people have jobs. They're terrible.
I think
They're complete fucking hacks.
the bigger issue is that
Embarrassing.
he's 34 years old. I think he has a history of, injuries. He obviously started the season with one, and the Chiefs have no receivers, so he can't like, when he's double covered,
Yeah,
he's obviously
he is their goddamn leading receiver as a fucking tight end.
yeah.
That
If he
shouldn't
just
happen.
Oh my God, a 34-year-old tight end doesn't break defenses like he used to. Like, so you've got nobody taking off the pressure of him or off him, and then you also have Matt Nagy as your OC for some reason.
Yeah,
So
what is Andy Reid's allegiance to Matt Nagy? It
I don't
makes
know,
no
dude.
fucking sense.
He's got to have
Why?
some. He's got to have some sort of document on him or something.
He must.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything too Aaron Rodgersy right now.
You don't want to
Uh,
call him a Pfizer boy or some shit.
no, did you see that Aaron Rodgers like said that Jimmy Kimmel was going to be on the Epstein
Yeah,
document?
I heard about that. That's insane. Aaron Rodgers is just out of his fucking mind right now. He's
Dude,
such a goddamn narcissist. He
oh
can't stand not having like all the attention upon him. So he's just got to stir up random shit so
yeah.
people will fucking talk about him.
He today he said to somebody, I think because today was, obviously for a lot of the teams that didn't make the playoffs, today was like post season, exit interview stuff. And he quoted somebody quoted him as saying, we have to flush the bullshit out of the building, like it needs to stay about football. And it's like, dude, look who
You
it's
are
all
on Pat
yeah,
McAfee like every goddamn
yeah.
week.
Somebody posted the meme of Tim Robinson in the hot dog costume being like, "We're all trying to find the guy who did this."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're the reason
Yeah.
why, you like cause half of the fucking news, cycles when there's not games. Like you're causing, your fucking darkness retreats and your ayahuasca and you're the only person in the world who still cares about the vaccine. It feels like, dude. Like
He
everybody's fucking
loves
past that. That's not like a
for the
politician.
yeah. I don't know. He just loves to play the victim as well. He
Oh.
loves to act like he's being persecuted by the media when he invites all of this upon himself.
I wish we knew more about what happened with his family because that doesn't get brought up enough. That is really funny. That is his whole family.
You just want truly to dish on him,
Dude,
dish like a bish
I want
on Aaron
Jordan.
Rodgers' family
I want
drama.
I want Jordan to like have his own TV show or something.
Jordan Rodgers.
That's his brother, right? Like the
I don't,
Bachelor.
maybe that name sounds like it should be the love interest in a teen movie. Jordan Rodgers. Like, what the fuck kind of name is that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was his brother who was in the Bachelorette.
Jesus.
Um
Well,
so
I guess that's fitting then. That's a perfect name for the fucking Bachelorette,
dude,
Jordan Rodgers.
he was just a practice squad player, but he was on the practice squad of every fucking Florida football team.
Really?
Mhm.
Bucks, Jags, and Dolphins?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I
Sick.
also, it's crazy how many fucking teams Florida has, and nobody gives a fuck, dude. Except for maybe
Oh, yeah. Florida's a big fucking state, bro.
I know. I mean, it makes sense in California because there's just so much money out there, but I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. That Jordan Rodgers thing was such a fever dream. It was so funny because that was like, I don't know, that was a couple years ago. That was before we knew that like he wanted to get out of Green Bay so bad. So it was like any sort of like, I mean, any sort of controversy I enjoy now, but because he's not a Packers quarterback, it's like there's a little bit lost,
Yeah.
a little bit of
He's
hatred
still the
lost.
fucking boogeyman.
Yeah.
But really, it's just the Packers in general, as Jordan Love is proving. It has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers, even. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to say, okay, nothing. But let's be real, man. It's the fucking Packers.
It's just they just
It's
are always going to
them.
be
It's
better
the
coached.
organization is just outclassing the Bears organization at every turn.
Yeah. I mean, I will always root against whoever their quarterback is just because they're the Packers. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know. It's just so debilitating to be a Bears fan. And to never be able to beat your rival. This is like the history. This is the most storied
Never.
rivalry in the fucking league, apparently. And it's just so fucking it is like
Allegedly.
alleged.
Allegedly.
It
Yeah.
is, it's just even worse because it's just like, the Red Sox were always beat up by the Yankees, but for the most, it's also, in the regular fucking season of a baseball season, like there's gonna be so many games, like the Red Sox would have beat the Yankees once or twice or whatever, right? And obviously they played against each other in the playoffs and all that stuff, blah 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 blah. It's just like in football, everything is so fucking, you know, m- you know, it's bigger and
And
it's
there's fucking 2 games.
there's two fucking games, and it's just two fucking losses every year. It doesn't fucking matter. It's been the same
Two
way for
fat
five
L's.
goddamn years. Half a fucking decade, they have not beat the goddamn Packers, dude. How is that like the
Yeah,
fucking Patriots just lost the Jets yesterday.
I
Like
know.
fucking like that was over sooner.
Ugh,
Fucking
God,
Packers Bears shit.
it's agonizing. I
Yeah.
hate this team.
I mean, it's gonna be an interesting offseason to get into Bears talk where,
It's gonna be
you know,
hellacious. I'm gonna literally not pay any attention to it at all until the draft
no, I don't
because
know.
I just can't be bothered to deal with these ass clowns. Fuck them.
Yeah, I don't know what is going to happen. I thought after the Falcons game, I thought Justin Fields had done enough to maybe stave off the Caleb Williams shit. But now that just feels like that's going to actually fucking happen because they're just
I don't know.
assholes. I still don't know. DJ Moore had had a quote and a look to him in an interview today with some of the Bears media where it seemed like I don't know, some people were theorizing that he said that he wanted to keep Justin, that they might be actually keeping Justin. I don't know. I just whatever fucking here's the thing is whatever decision they fucking do and they make, like it's gonna be the wrong one. Whether they draft Caleb or they keep Fields, that doesn't fucking matter, you know?
Ah, I don't know. I mean, the Bears it's easy to be very pessimistic about them.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, I think Caleb Williams has no shot in Chicago.
No.
None. Maybe he could be a good quarterback somewhere else, but this market will crush him. That is 100% my belief.
Yeah.
And, Fields has proved to be mentally tough enough to endure our shit
Hmm.
and is very talented. So I would like to keep him. But who fucking knows? It's the Bears. I mean, they'll fucking ruin him regardless of what they do,
Somebody
as they've been
posted
currently ruining him.
Somebody posted a 10-minute video, 10-minute highlight video of Caleb Williams, and they go, "How can Bears fans not be excited for this?" And in the video, he didn't make a single on time in the pocket,
Yeah.
non-improvisational throw. And I go, "This is just Justin Fields, dude. This is just fucking the same shit Fields can do, but just, against fucking college defenses."
No,
I
dude.
if you want to convince me to draft another quarterback, you need to show me in the pocket, on time, scheduled throw. You need to show me somebody that isn't Justin Fields again, which I am a Justin Fields guy. But if you are so fucking convinced that we need to move on, you need to show me somebody else. You need to show me a different player that provides something different, you know?
No, dude. Well, Bears fans are just obsessed with doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
3-year quarterback
The
runs.
definition of insanity. They
Yeah.
think the problem is always just getting another quarterback. What the fuck has Green Bay done to be so successful? They keep their fucking quarterback.
Hmm.
Even when they go through rough shit, they get a quarterback and they develop him. They don't just keep drafting fucking quarterbacks until the end of time, squandering precious draft capital to do so
Hmm.
and setting themselves back continuously with constant fucking rebuilds. Brett Favre had bad seasons. He had seasons where he threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns. The
Hmm.
Packers did not move on from him. You
It's
don't
just
move on from an incredible talent.
no.
You
Especially
just don't.
somebody that has risen to the occasion, improved every year despite constant fucking obstacles in his way, and your team, your organization constantly doing everything they can to fuck him over. I don't know. it's crazy that, you get him receiver in DJ Moore, and they have one of the best fucking, you know, they have the best one of the best stats in the league, one of the best connections in the league, and you go, okay, well, I guess that can't be replicated, if we get
Yeah, he
other
definitely
better
couldn't do that
receivers.
if we had another receiver that could catch the ball.
Yeah, like if we had MHJ,
Bears fans
like,
literally think like we got one receiver, we got him weapons. He's got weapons now. Why isn't he throwing for 45 touchdowns? They're actually retarded.
yeah,
Like I don't understand how they could be so fucking dumb. He has a weapon now. His number 2 receiver is Cole Kmet, who's a good but not great tight end.
yeah, he's fine. He's like a little bit worse than Jason Witten. Like,
Yeah.
like, or like past his prime Jason Witten, I would say, because Jason Witten's probably a Hall of Famer. But um, it's just it's crazy because we watched Tyler Scott drop beautiful fucking bombs, the last couple
Mooney
weeks of the
drops him.
season. Mooney drops a fucking Hail Mary, like all this shit.
We'll ignore that.
And
Ignore
then
it. Justin's
ignore it.
terrible.
He's
He's
bad.
horrible.
And then yesterday too, like yes, so there was that stat where um Justin didn't throw a pass for an hour or whatever. And what's really funny is Justin started 6 of 6 and then they stopped throwing it. Like they just stopped completely. They stopped throwing
Stop
it,
any
stopped giving
game
him
because there's
slants.
immediate pass rush that we cannot deal with. We
Hmm.
have no quick game. It's
Yeah.
all long developing concepts
Oh, it's
where
just
he just
great.
can just get murdered.
Well,
Don't
that
move the pocket at all. Let's run the ball for 2.2 yards a carry every goddamn play.
Khalil Herbert. Woo.
Like, what in the fuck is going on? Screens when we shouldn't be throwing screens, and no
Mm.
screens when we should be throwing them. It's just like the poor timing of everything. And it's easy to just be a fucking couch offensive coordinator, but it's fucking clear. The play calling was goddamn abominable and they had no plan.
If you
They,
watch,
they had fucking Trent Taylor try to block Rashawn Gary one-on-one.
mhm.
I'm sorry, no one with a functioning brain should be doing that. Trent
Yeah.
Taylor is like 5'8", 174 pounds.
Well, and then two,
Rashawn Gary is one of the best edge rushers in the league.
yeah,
What the fuck are you doing? He is an elite pass rusher.
hmm Well, and you also too, like you have receivers who don't know how to like run around and like get themselves open. Luke Getsy doesn't scheme anyone open, and then he just has everyone run into zones all the time, and
Dude,
they're
it
running
literally
30 fucking yards down the field. Like you're just not, they never, ever, ever, ever put these guys on their team, and whether it's offense or defense, but we're talking about offense, obviously. But like they just never put them in positions to succeed ever. And they just
dude,
keep shooting themselves in the fucking foot.
I swear to God, his plan for third down is I hope Justin Fields does something cool. That's basically his fucking plan for third
Yeah,
down. Is all right, I hope this guy can just do some insane bullshit to get out of a fucking jam and pick up a third down.
yeah.
That's his fucking plan on third down. Negative plays, and then can
Ugh.
Justin bail us out? And then if he doesn't, he sucks. Constantly putting him in a bad positions to fail. And then when he does, he's awful. He's bad. We'll ignore the plays that he does make that are incredible and that should not have been made because he was put in a bad situation and he made them anyway. And we'll hyperfixate on all the negative ones. And we'll constantly try to find a way for why he isn't the guy instead of just allowing him to be the guy and just trust in him and give him a shot. Let's just be impatient and the same retards we've been forever. Let's never learn and be entitled babies.
Yeah. Uh, I love that argument where it's like, oh, a good QB is supposed to raise the quality of his teammates. He's supposed to raise them up. And I go, whenever I see that in response to Justin Fields, it's one of those things where I'm like, I have seen amazing passes thrown to these guys. I've seen fucking, Fields a play breaks down because Getsy can't scheme anything, and a play breaks down and Fields makes an amazing pass. But here's the thing, dude. In football, quarterback can only fucking throw it so far
Can't catch
and
the ball
so
too.
well. He can't throw the ball to himself unless there's a deflection, right? So, um, I that stuff makes me so mad, when I see that thing, because it's like, yeah, dude, like how many fucking yards do you think Darnell Mooney would have had without Justin Fields? He probably would have had 200. Allen Robinson left Chicago and got worse.
Way worse. He's
You know, he
horrible.
yeah, he had 500 yards in Chicago, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's Justin Fields. Like he's their connection isn't there, and Justin Fields sucks, whatever." He goes to fucking LA and he gets cut.
Yeah.
And then he goes to fucking
He's like a
Steelers. He's
practice
non-existent.
squad guy essentially now.
Yeah. Yeah. Because fucking when you don't have a guy like Mitch who fucking is just force feeding you the ball, you actually have to get fucking open for a guy and actually make your value known or whatever, you know. But I don't know. It's all fucking Fields' fault. Just oh my God, dude. It's just so fucking annoying. I just
It's
want
embarrassing.
it's
This
embarrassing.
fucking fan base is embarrassing.
I
And they
just want
don't deserve good things. They don't. They're
no.
a pathetic group of losers, and they don't deserve to have a good quarterback.
Dude, I had this conversation with my fucking coworker who I really like, but I can't have Bears conversations with him anymore. He's like, I just want the Bears to have good players. I'm like, Justin Fields is good. What do you mean? He's like, I want like a veteran QB. I'm like, so you just want to fucking bring in another guy? Like, I don't understand. He's like, Cole Kmet's not good. I'm like, dude, are you fucking that one really pissed me off because he's like, Cole Kmet's not good. Like, you could say he's not great, but he's
But
good.
he's
He's
good.
obviously valuable. He's one of the better tight ends in the league. I think he was like top five for tight end touchdowns. He's fine. Like he's gotten better every year. He just basically this guy just wants to fucking like trade or get signed for Travis Kelce. I'm like, dude, how about you fucking grow?
He is the definition of Bears meathead.
Well, I was like, how about you grow something? Jalen Johnson was not this all pro like his first year. He's grown into this because he got time and there's less pressure on him to develop. And, for the most part, like,
And he regressed
I don't
this
know.
year. But we won't talk about that as well.
What happened?
He's regressed this year.
Jalen Johnson?
No, Jalen Hurts.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's not as good as he
No.
was. Is anyone saying that he should not be in Philadelphia next year?
I I think Eagles fans might be because they're going crazy.
Because they're
Uh,
fucking stupid.
but
Because they're
no,
fucking dumb as shit.
yeah.
But no one with a brain is saying Jalen Hurts should not be the quarterback of the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, because here's the thing, dude. Well, here's the funny thing that I was seeing. So 47 days ago, the Eagles subreddit was talking about how much they love their coach. And then you fast forward to the day and they're all they're all ready to fire him. So I don't
NFL fans are the most reactionary fucking idiots in the world.
know. It's so good, dude. I love Eagles fans specifically because if there was one franchise that is
Has
good,
dumber than us, like just dumber fans,
yeah.
it could be the
Well,
Eagles.
what's crazy is like the Eagles are fucking good and they have a lot of talent. And they're
Yeah.
like Jalen Hurts in the second round pick, like nobody thought he was gonna be fucking this guy, And like, it's just they're so funny, dude. Because it's like nobody is gonna feel bad for you. Because first of all, you're from Philadelphia, so you already have the whole Philadelphia sports, mockery kind of shit. And second of all, your team just went to the Super Bowl and you're 11-6
Yeah.
this year. Like nobody will feel bad for you. But that's why I love Eagles fans, I think the most even more so than Bills fans, because Bills fans are just about partying. I don't really ever feel like I hear,
Bills fans are like the eternal optimists that
yeah,
just never give up
I
hope,
don't
even
feel
though
like,
they're always kicked in the nuts.
yeah, I don't feel like I've ever heard them talk about like actual like ball or like firing people or whatever. They're just like Josh Allen make funny play. Like they're just
Yeah.
so stupid. They throw their
They're
babies at the
drunk
fucking
as
table,
fuck.
you know. I I just think that, like Bills fans are so much more pleasant, but like Eagles fans are funnier because they're fucking even dumber. And their team is generally for the last like 10-15 years, their team has competed for the most outside of like a few years where they're trying to start Sam Bradford for some reason.
Yeah, that's some tough times. But
That's
for
the
the
Chip
most
Kelly
part, they've
shit.
been fucking good.
Yeah. That was when they tried out Chip Kelly for a while.
Oh my
And
god, the
everybody thought
Chip
he was.
Kelly experience
We actually,
is
I remember the year that Chris Conti fucked up on that touchdown to Randall Cobb. We could have clinched the division the week before, but we lost like 48-13 or whatever. Chip Kelly's Eagles and Nick Foles, who I think they actually went on to win the NFC East that year.
oh my god, dude, the Bears are just brutal. Just fucking brutal.
Well, what's funny is like
What the fuck?
you and I are definitely we can fucking envision that Conti play in our head without even
Oh,
ever
of
watched the
course.
video.
You literally sent me back to that moment when I had a fucking PTSD flashback.
Uh yeah, so they had a chance. Literally, the Bears had a chance to clinch the game on Sunday Night Football on December 22nd, 2013, and they lost 11-54.
Holy fucking
The
shit.
fucking Chip Kelly
11
Eagles.
to 54?
Yeah. And mind you, this was the best Bears offense probably of my lifetime.
Yeah.
This 2013, which I
They
think they
laid a
scored
fucking egg against Chip Kelly.
they scored almost 30 points a game. And I think,
Well, I know that's how it's so funny that that's the best Bears offense. Almost 30
yeah,
points a game.
second best scoring offense with
Not even the best.
445. No, well, to be fair, it was behind the Broncos, I think that was the year that Peyton Manning like threw 7 touchdowns in a game
Yeah, that was
and like
pretty
won the MVP
wild.
and stuff. Um,
That was a 55 touchdown year.
yeah. So they threw 4281, so 4,281 yards. That was between McCown and Cutler though. So that's always the thing. People will be like, "Oh, the Bears have never had like a 4,000-yard pass." I'm like, "Yeah, they've never had like one single person who did it, but like they had a year where they threw for over 4,000 yards, you know,
Yeah.
which is like that shit's
Uh,
always fucking annoying." Uh,
yeah.
Passing touchdowns for 32. They were wait. Yeah, they broke team records, total yards, passing touchdowns, first downs, and passer rating. Um, just an unbelievable offense. We had Forte, who was like a dark horse MVP candidate that year, I think, or at least I thought he could have been.
Yeah, sure he was. Sure he was. Okay, Bears fan. He was definitely a dark horse MVP candidate. It was fucking Peyton Manning. Shut up. He threw 5 fucking touchdowns, you goon.
Dude. Well,
There was no other option.
okay,
There
but
was
listen,
literally no one else.
he had 1339 rushing yards, and then for receiving, he had 594, 74 receptions, and then total touchdowns, he had 312. So,
So let me guess. These are worse numbers than Christian McCaffrey currently has, and he's not even remotely fucking close to sniffing the MVP.
you know what? You know what's really funny is I definitely just made this up in my head. that he was
Sounds like it.
that he was a dark horse. Well, because
Fucking pull that shit out of your fucking ass. Oh
I don't
my
know.
god.
I just love Matt Forte so much that I
I
just
mean,
wanted
I do
more.
too, dude. I love Matt Forte. He's one of my favorite players of all time. But
Yeah.
I had to intervene. That shit cannot fly. That shit cannot fucking
I
fly,
I gotta look
dude.
at the 2013 NFL. I know it was MVP. I know it was oh my God. I typed that in, Michael Irvin. There's a headline that goes, Des Bryant will win 2013 NFL MVP.
Sure he will, bro.
Dude, if he's not too busy losing recipes.
These hoes, bro. We're losing recipes.
I don't even know who would have come in second that year. Like I can't remember like who would have for MVP. Like probably like a Tom Brady, maybe, but
Probably
even
fucking
that.
Drew Brees like threw
Drew
like
Brees is a
46
good.
touchdowns or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Brady did come in second. He got 1%. Or one vote, excuse me. That's crazy that anybody didn't vote for fucking Peyton Manning that year, dude.
It was some Boston jackhole, I'm certain.
No, dude. Well, it's also too like when you're a voter, a lot of these voters are like, this guy shouldn't be 100%. Like, no, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but he shouldn't be 100% because, this person was 100. It's like, dude, the only reason like a guy is in the Hall of Fame at 100% is because an asshole like you said that they shouldn't be. Because apparently,
Yeah.
you can't just be a Hall of Famer and just everybody agrees. One person has to just be like, no,
Yeah,
he
because
can't.
some self-important asshole needs to be different. They need to take a
Oh,
principled stand
yeah.
because they're a fucking idiot and they have no power in their life.
This is what's funny too. Yeah, they just need to fuck everybody else. But Peyton Manning had 55 touchdowns passing. Tom Brady had 25 that year.
Not even fucking close. 30 less.
Yeah,
30 fucking
he
less.
also threw for like 1,000 yards less than Peyton Manning. Um, it's pretty funny. So here's the thing, though. I did say that you're making fun of me for Matt Forte not, being me saying that he was a dark horse candidate that year. Jamal Charles, this is offensive player of the year. So different different
So a totally different fucking
category.
award.
But here's the thing.
So in a
No, but
totally
like
different award that I didn't
typically
mean.
Peyton Manning won offensive player of the year. But typically what happens is a quarterback wins MVP and then like somebody who should probably actually win the MVP or like be considered for it wins the offensive player of the year, kind of as a consolation, right?
Yeah.
So Jamal Charles had 1,200, 12,000, excuse me, 1,200,
1,200.
1,287. I had to think about how to say it. Rushing yards and 693 receiving. Those are pretty much the same fucking stats as
Yeah.
Matt Forte. He had 7 touchdowns that year. Excuse me, 19. He had 19 total. So like, I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, it's not crazy for me to think that fucking Matt Forte that year should have been considered for something.
Yeah, but not MVP, which you said.
It is. So what's really funny, and this is something too that I don't think gets brought up with Matt Forte, it actually took him a long time before he went to the Pro Bowl. Like it took him till like 2011, which I think was his fourth year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
He
but
was a
like
fucking dog, though, dude. He was incredible.
he was awesome. It's just funny because I was like, I mean, he got hurt that year. That was the year that Putty got hurt too, you know.
Yeah, that was the fucking
Um,
pain incarnate.
but like he easily could have made the Pro Bowl the year before, and then he made the Pro Bowl that 2013 year. Um, so he was great. He was just a lot of fun. Baller, gamer, whatever you want to call him.
Dog,
My son,
your father.
my father. I used to call Jose Abreu my father, um, as a joke because he just was so good at baseball. But he was
Yeah,
Cuban, so he wouldn't really be he couldn't really be my dad.
he couldn't really be my dad. He's cute. I'm a nice milky guy.
I have a nice milky fucking white
Milky
boy.
boy.
Oh, dude, I did. So I found our predictions from
Oh, these are gonna look
early.
horrific.
Yeah, so we
Just
can't.
I don't. Oh God,
I wanted to go through them. So
they're so bad.
this is the last. We're not going to do picks anymore because I just don't want to do it.
Just fuck that. That
I'm just
sucks.
so tired of keeping the spreadsheet. But I went 4-1 last week, and you went 2-3.
Sounds right.
So I finished 46 and
You beat me.
44, and you were 42
Oh,
and
you went
46.
positive.
Yeah, I went positive on the last week, so
What was I? I was 42 and something.
46. So you were
Okay, so
pretty
we had inversed scores.
well. I 46 and maybe I had 42. Maybe did I do the math wrong? I'll go back and it doesn't matter, but
Whatever. You beat me. Great. Who cares? We put no stakes on this.
46 and 44, and then you were 42 and 46. There we go. So almost inverse, but yeah. I mean, literally, we
How
put
the fuck can
no.
that happen? There's the same amount of games.
Well, no, because I was 46 and 44, so I was 2 games up, above 500, and you were four below because you were 42 and 46.
Yeah.
So there's a four game difference between for you, and there's a 2 game difference for me between my totals.
I know. I'm just saying that the numbers are just the other ways around.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the math.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's I don't know. It's pretty funny. At one point I just started like picking different from you, and then eventually I came back and we just picked the same shit.
Yeah.
So like the weeks that like I picked different from you, like I not those weren't the weeks that like I did especially well, but like that's where we started getting some
I
separation.
mean,
I don't know.
basically all we found is that two idiots that don't know what the fuck they're talking about went about 500.
Yeah.
We're just pretty much in that
Yeah.
meaty 500 bell curve
I mean, it was kind of a
of
fun,
just a little above, a little below.
yeah.
That's where we are.
It was kind of a fun experiment to be like, okay, we don't fucking know anything. We're not betting or whatever, but like let's just see how many we can get right across the course of the regular season.
Yeah.
Which that last week was, you know, was stupid was just we didn't take into account we didn't know the teams that would be resting people. So the
Yeah.
Rams, I thought they were going to play Stafford and they played fucking Carson Wentz, but then they still
That was,
won.
yeah.
They still won. So, you know,
Fucking, yeah. What the fuck?
I don't know. I just fucking Shanahan was just like, whatever, just trying not to get people hurt.
Phoned
But
it in.
so for the AFC, you picked the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Bills correctly to go to the playoffs. And then the teams you didn't pick correctly were Bengals, Jags,
Yeah.
Chargers, and the Jets.
Well, that one went out the window immediately because I
Yeah,
thought Aaron Rodgers would actually like make it through the fucking
I thought he
season.
was gonna play. I thought he was gonna play football
Yeah.
this year, not just throw one pass for an incompletion. And
Fucking,
then
yeah.
for NFC, you picked the Eagles, 49ers, and the Cowboys correctly. Didn't get the Saints or the Vikings, the Seahawks or the Bears. So it was
Yeah,
gonna just
no. No. And the sad thing is the Bears could have made the playoffs if they didn't shit their pants
if they didn't
so
have
many times.
historic losses, yeah. I don't understand how you can bring back Flus after a season like that. You
It
just have
was
to
just
move on.
agonizing.
And then I mean your Super Bowl is dead in the water. It's Jaguars, Eagles. So is
Yeah,
mine though.
dead.
And then we're still waiting on your MVP was Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, that's all I need to do. I just need to keep
Yeah,
picking Aaron Rodgers to be MVP. So that
yeah.
way he'll get hurt and I won't have to see him play football.
Okay. Well, I honestly we should do that again next year. See if
Yeah.
the theory comes true.
The curse works.
Everything else will go over after they do, you know, the awards and stuff and Super Bowl happens. But for me, I picked the Chiefs, Bills, and the Ravens correctly in the AFC to go to the playoffs. And I didn't pick the Bengals, Jags, Chargers, or the Jets correctly. So you and I were both big on the Jets. I think the Jets have a really good defense. They just need the quarterback, but when your
Yeah.
quarterback goes
But that,
down 5 minutes into your fucking season, you know, it's hard.
dude, they fucking played Trevor Simeon.
Yeah,
He went 8 for 20 for like 70 yards
dude,
and won a game. And
former,
won against the fucking Patriots.
mhm,
Justin Fields is horrible.
yeah,
This guy
fucking
won a fucking game going 8 for 20 for like 70 fucking yards.
Bears fans just don't know how good Justin Fields has been. Like they just don't know what it fucking could be, you know,
They're fucking
out there.
complete doofuses. They actually wanted Tyson fucking Bagent
Hmm.
to be the starter
Yeah.
because they're fucking meatballs and they like their stupid story. God, they're idiots.
Yeah. Okay, so for the NFC, I picked the Cowboys, 49ers, and the Lions and the Eagles correctly. I actually had the Cowboys winning the division,
Look
picked
at you.
correctly. Yeah, I was pretty happy about that. I had them as the number one seed though, so I was just a little off. But I had the Saints and the Seahawks and the Falcons all making the playoffs. So I was wrong on that front. And then my Super Bowl was Bengals over the 49ers. So the
Dead.
49ers I think are gonna win. Like I
They
know you
could.
always pick against them. I definitely could see them shitting the bed, but like they should fucking win this year. If they don't, then fire Shanahan. Like I don't know what you're gonna do. Um, my MVP is Mahomes. That's not gonna happen. Coach of the year, Vrabel, which honestly, I don't think it was a horrible choice just because he is such a good coach. I
He's a
think
great coach.
dude, he might be the Pats coach, dude. He might be taking over
People
for
have been
Bill.
saying that, but who fucking knows?
Yeah. My offensive rookie of the year was Quentin Johnston, and that's definitely not happening. He sucked. So I mean, we'll go over more of the awards and our predictions at the beginning of the season. It's just that stuff's always hard to pick. MVP is always just kind of like which quarterback is getting hot at the end, you know? Like it's gonna be Lamar now. So which is sick. I have no issue with Lamar winning. It is funny though. Like Dak has had a huge year, and he just will. If he can't win it this year, he'll never win MVP. You know,
Yeah, he's not gonna win it.
no,
It's
it's
gonna be
gonna be
Lamar.
Lamar. Yeah, which is great. I love that Lamar got fucking paid, and you know what he did? He won the fucking MVP, dude. Like, just pay the should have fucking paid the guy 3 years ago.
I, they just want to fuck him over. I don't know.
So stupid. That was so
Kill
such
the
one of the
fucking
dumbest.
team.
That was one of the dumbest fucking things I've seen a franchise do. You have like an all-timer quarterback, guy who like screams fucking Baltimore Ravens quarterback, and you just want to fuck him over a million times.
Yeah, he's the entire team. Like every fucking fan is obsessed with him.
Yeah, he's
You
so good.
can't afford to depart with that guy.
Now I still think they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot.
Depart. Yeah, oh, they will.
But I have very much enjoyed the Lamar comeback. See, they're probably gonna lose to this year's Titans, whoever that's gonna be. The Steelers, I guess, would be that, but like, I mean, the
Yeah,
Steelers.
yeah. Steelers are screaming upset alert.
Yeah, but the Steelers don't even have like a star. The Titans
TJ's
beat the
out,
Ravens
right?
because of Derrick Henry. Huh?
TJ Watt like might not play. I know
Yeah,
he had got injured, so that is really bad because when
yeah,
TJ Watt does not play, the Steelers fucking
yeah,
shit their pants.
yeah. I yeah, I don't think his sprain was as bad as it looked or was reported. JJ Watt actually reported on his own brother because he's on the CBS show now. And he said I think
That's
that
funny.
was grade 3, and I think Rappaport had it as a grade 2. So that, yeah, that's not the. I think he also JJ Watt was also the first to report that Zach Ertz was retiring, which was really funny because that was
Really?
his. Yeah, he just report. I mean, he's only first when it comes to like his brother or his teammates, but it is funny because JJ Watt's just like, yeah, Zach Ertz retiring. My brother's not actually that
Yeah.
hurt. He's just a pussy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, if I were a player, I'd want to fucking tell JJ Watt over any of these other fucking assholes. You
Yeah,
kidding me? Adam Schefter.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell Adam Schefter, oh, that's who I want to break the news. No, I'll tell
Adam
fucking J. Even if I have no connection to this dude, I'll tell JJ Watt and let him do it because he's actually a cool guy
Adam
and
Schefter had,
an all-time nice dude.
yeah. Adam Schefter had a well. I think. Are you talking about JJ Watt being nice?
JJ, yeah, all-time good guy.
He did have a run there where he was like really annoying though on Twitter.
I mean, yeah, he's fucking annoying on Twitter, but whatever.
Um, Adam Schefter had a really, really funny tweet about Ron Rivera getting fired. Um, where
Did he actually get fired? Like, I
Ron,
didn't even hear.
Ron Rivera and I think Arthur Smith at this point are the only people who've gotten
Yeah.
fired so far.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
saw the Arthur Smith one.
yeah. So this is the this is the tweet that Adam Schefter had. I think just the syntax in this is really, really funny, and just the order of this. So this is from Adam Schefter. Ron Rivera's Washington tenure was defined by obstacles including one, three team names, two owners, three, eight starting quarterbacks, four, a 26-49-1 record. He also battled and beat squamous cell carcinoma, a form of skin cancer.
Yeah,
Maybe you should start off with that, dude. I don't know,
yeah.
but like that's the thing is these reporters, and for some reason Adrian Wojnarowski gets a fucking pass, you know.
It's just right.
Um,
Go Rivera's tenure rife with adversity, from cancer to blah 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 to this
just
to that to
reporter
this to
brain.
that to this to that. It now ends
Yeah.
with a record of this. Like, it's not that fucking hard to put together a formula
No,
for this shit.
it's worse in football because of the whole tough guy demeanor and the whole tough guy aspect of it. Like that's a football guy and that kind of shit. But a lot of these reporters that are so locked in don't know how to
They're not
act like
even
human
good
beings
writers.
anymore. No, they're not. They're just really connected. It's the same thing with fucking Shams Charania, who's another NBA insider who has possibly the worst syntax I've ever read. There's a
Dude,
website that I read that actually makes fun of the way that he writes stuff.
I took fucking journalism class. Like, I took classes with journalism majors. That their writing did not impress me. These people go on to do journalism.
Hmm.
If they're not impressing me, at the fucking college level, why do I have to believe? Like, why should I believe that they're just gonna magically grow into fucking wonderful writers? Whatever they cover.
Well, a lot of
Sports is the
time,
bottom of the goddamn barrel. When it comes to journalism, sports is as fucking low as it gets. We should expect these people to be incompetent. They are.
yeah, a lot of times it feels like some people just do the journalism thing because they just want to be super connected and like get to hang out with like rich people or talk to rich people or whatever. But yeah, a lot of journalists like I mean when you do journalist stuff, right? They teach you to get to the point, and sometimes these fucking journalists can't even do it. So
They
when
don't.
when I talk about Shams Charania, he's known for having like really bad syntax, and I want to read one of his tweets. This is old, but this is from Defector who make fun of him all the time in their blog. But this is the Shams on a Kyrie Irving trade request. An impasse currently exists among the parties that clears the way for the seven-time All-Star to consider the open marketplace, those sources said. Just just fucking that's just word soup, dude. You know?
Dense verbiage.
In scanning the Hawks roster, this is another one. It's obvious John Collins, who signed a 5-year, $125 million deal in restricted free agency last offseason, and Cam Reddish are among the players who could acquiesce a package for Simmons.
Acquiesce. Did he mean acquire?
I think so, but I think he just wanted to sound smart or
No,
something.
because acquiesce means not acquire.
Hmm.
It means to relent.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he's using it the wrong way because
I don't think he knows what the word means,
no, he
or he's just
doesn't.
used the wrong word. It's a malapropism. It happens to the best of us. We all get tripped up, say the wrong shit, but what the fuck, man? God
Sources.
damn.
Net star Ben Simmons is dealing with back soreness and reconditioning process that requires further strengthening of the area over a period of time before return to. It's just like none of these fucking
Get to the point, asshole.
Shams is the funniest. He can't write, dude. Like he just like fucking
It's like your job is to write.
yeah.
How can you not do this?
I don't know. He likes to write around. It's almost like
It's like
coloring
you're
in.
writing about sports for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
This is not that hard.
not rocket science.
It's not.
It's
It's really not.
it's funny because it's almost
Spite,
journalism.
dude, writing is one of the only things in life you can actually bullshit well, successfully.
And
You can
people, yeah,
bullshit writing, and people go, "Oh, this is great." It's like fucking abstract painting. You can
yeah.
bullshit these things. There, medicine, you can't just bullshit medicine. If your doctor's just bullshitting you,
You're
it's
dead.
going to be bad for you. You're going to die.
Yeah.
As a journalist, you have no fucking stakes. There are no stakes in your fucking profession. Journalistic verisimilitude is a meme. These people are fucking wrong consistently, and there's no recourse
Hmm.
ever.
Well, and they're incentivized to be
They're
wrong.
fucking, in some cases, they're outright propagandists,
Yeah.
and there's no penalty.
Yeah. Like CNN, that's woke propaganda. I can't even like
News
get through that without
media,
laughing.
the reality is every major news network is a propaganda network. That's
Oh
a
yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
All of them
All
are.
the corporate media, yeah, dude. Like I mean,
Everyone
not
is
to sound
propaganda, and even most of the private media is also propaganda. Everyone has a narrative, and that narrative quickly becomes propaganda, especially when you know, it becomes a business. You need to pay your bills. Someone is paying you to say something. You
mhm.
are being influenced. You are being lobbied to. You are no longer. There's no integrity anymore. You should not be respected. When
This
you're
is
when you have ads for dick pills, you're not a reputable news source anymore. You're being paid by the dick pill people. I don't value what you're saying.
this is probably a good time to let people know that I do have a Substack that you could join.
Listen, read my propaganda
Yeah.
next.
It's not propaganda. I just talk about shit I don't like. Um,
That's what Hitler did.
Bro, no.
That's where he started. That's where he got his fucking game going.
Oh, dude.
That's what Trump does, dude.
Oh,
Trump's the goat of talking about shit he doesn't like.
did you see Trump talking about magnets the other day?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's going on? Why is Trump
Uh,
talking about magnets?
it's so funny because he really hasn't been on TV. I mean, he's been seen here
Dude,
and
he is the
there.
greatest comedian of all time.
Oh, dude, I
It's
wish
not
he had
even
never been
fucking close.
president.
He is so goddamn funny. It's
I don't
unbelievable.
know. You know what? I don't know if it's funnier because he was the president or if it would be
It's
funnier if he hadn't been. I think the president definitely makes it funnier. The fact that that guy
it's
won.
so funny. He's the greatest troll of all time.
That and just the fact that people think that there's a whole cult around him, like he's
I
fucking,
know.
and he says stuff like, "Hey, you put magnets in water, they don't work anymore."
He's legit, dude. He's just fucking bitten out there. He's
Oh my God.
literally doing crowd work. And these people think he's a god.
He's so fun. And then there's also the people that get like really mad over what he says. He said something about the shooting the other day, which that was horrible. But for the most part, you know, he he just
Hey,
said,
sometimes you swing and a miss. You gotta respect it. He's taking a shot out there trying to
that,
be funny.
he's at least he's not yelling at people for not laughing like fucking
Oh
Joe
God,
Coy or whatever
joke. Fucking dude, I
the
don't care. Who's watching these shows?
okay.
8-year old people that like can't see or hear.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch it. I saw him get mad that people weren't laughing.
It's like, no, fuck
Stop
these awards.
laughing.
Why stop laughing? Jerry.
He's
Stop
just
laughing.
Joe Coy is like up there. He's like, start laughing.
Start laughing, please. These are funny. Where's
I,
Will Smith when you need him? Someone
I
come smack me. I'm saying something controversial.
nobody gives a fuck unless there's violence. I
They're
miss,
becoming Mickey Mouse.
yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna give me your fucking get my wife's name out of your goddamn fucking mouth, bitch. He is public domain, so we can actually use
He
him to
is.
uh
There's a fucking like first person shooter game coming out that's like
yeah,
themed around the old school like
yeah.
1920s cartoons.
I think there's a horror movie being made, or at least that's the joke, because somebody made that for Winnie the Pooh last year.
That'd be pretty cool.
Stop laughing.
Yeah.
That should be a scene
Jerry.
in the video game where it's Mickey Mouse doing the Jerry Seinfeld talking to the audience after Kramer said the N-word a million times.
Yeah. After Kramer's Laugh Factory outburst.
That should be, they honestly should have done an episode of that. Well, I guess they kind of
I got really worked up at the Laugh Factory, Jerry.
Yeah, it's like the A
I
plot.
was trying out some new material.
Yeah, the A plot is Jerry is trying to get he's trying to get like a deal on a cereal or something, something stupid they would do in Seinfeld. And the B plot is Kramer incites a race war.
Yeah.
Oh,
Donald O'Brien makes a resurgence.
mm.
Comes back. Some Aryan Union fucking thread. Gotta be interweaved.
Is that the guy that they think George is?
Yes.
I just watched that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All-time
Some-
classic.
instead of it being George Kramer, somehow the neo-Nazi,
Yeah.
person that they all fall in love with or whatever. Um, dude, that show's so good. I should just watch that instead of the stupid fucking college football game.
Yes, more fucking Seinfeld.
Oh,
Need to catch up on my Seinfeld and my 30-year-old television shows.
Dude, what am I supposed to talk about at the water cooler if I don't?
If you don't talk about the latest episode of Seinfeld, which was
Uh,
released in 1998.
I should just start doing that. That was like a joke that I wrote in that one sketch we made for ISNL a couple years ago. It was just like Robbie and Dan were sitting at the table and they were talking they just were talking about Seinfeld or whatever. Like I should just start doing that in my office. Being like, "Hey, you guys see that new
Start
episode of Seinfeld?" and like
The
make
one from
people
30 years ago. Yeah. Just
no,
like,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no, but like just to act like they were new
Yeah.
episodes.
You see this good show on fucking Netflix, bro?
No, no,
Have you
no.
been checking it
I
out? This new show. It's
no. So
great.
what I'm saying is, what I need to do, what I should do is act like it's airing for the first time on NBC. Act like it's 1995, and they
You're
just
just
aired.
gonna fucking
An episode.
full on commit to,
Yeah,
and then
just
you have to change your entire wardrobe.
I wear Jerry's fucking
You'll
coat.
have to go trade in your fucking Kia Forte for a first generation Dodge Neon.
Oh, get a car
Just
for him, dude.
really, yeah, live in the moment of the
Oh,
1990s
so he
when
drives.
America peaked.
Get a 17-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, they'll fucking pick her up from school,
Do her math homework.
take her to watch you fucking tell jokes, and then you're totally not gonna fuck her.
Dude, I can't believe he just brought her around, especially like places where there would be paparazzi, you know? I can't believe he did that, even in the 90s, man.
I know.
You're 39. When
Fucking
was that ever okay?
Jerry was straight up fucking a 17-year
He's
old,
22 years old. Dude,
jizzing all over her. Like she's
he,
she has got geometry tomorrow. What is going on?
dude,
She has
she has
homework due,
she
Jerry.
has fucking play practice, man.
The fuck?
She's got to drive to fucking
She's a part of yearbook club, for fuck's sake.
she did have fucking mm, something there, but I don't know, dude. I just that's so funny. She's a person, not an age. That's a real thing that Jerry said.
Oh God. Sure,
Shoshana
sure, Jerry.
Wan. There we go. She's like a famous fashion designer now. She's only 48 now.
Yeah, because she was 17 at the time.
Well, I know, but like you think she's gonna be so much fucking older, and it's like, I mean, Jerry's 69, so like, obviously, the
I mean,
difference.
she's 2 years younger than my parents.
Yeah, yeah, she's about six with mine, 6 years younger than my parents. My mom's 69, so she'll
Okay.
be 55 this year.
Yeah.
So about the same difference. But I just can't believe he ever thought he could get away with that. Especially, I mean, the internet wasn't as big as it was, but it had to have been around, and people had to have understood that this was only going to get bigger and more permanent, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got a computer in the fucking show in his like
He did have a computer
front
which he
room.
would use to view child pornography, most certainly.
It was hardwired on the fucking Sony lot or whatever they were shooting the show
He
at.
had fucking terabytes.
Yeah.
Just like Alan Williams, allegedly,
Mm.
had fucking his door kicked. When are we ever going to hear about that fucking story?
Not
Are
until he
we
goes to
ever going to get
prison.
any resolution on that shit?
Not until he goes to prison, probably.
Bruh, I want to know what happened.
Me too. I
It
mean,
was so sketchy.
he just got fired one day. There's
And the running
rumors.
backs coach did that shit. They got fired out of the
Yeah.
blue as well.
Yeah. Well, it
Holy
was
fuck.
all of a sudden he got fired, and then people were insinuating that it was child porn, and then somehow, of course, the Bears come in like, oh, blah, 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 whatever, it's a health issue, blah blah. Dude, I saw Twitter completely and rightly, and I will say this rightly, ruin Wander Franco's career because he was hanging out with a 17-year-old or 16-year-old,
Yeah.
hanging out with a child, and they were right about it, and now this dude's facing a bunch of charges, and will never
Yeah.
play baseball again because he's a piece of shit. I'm just supposed to, think that like, no, Twitter is wrong about that. Twitter's wrong about a lot of shit, but like when it comes to this stuff, I feel like if there's something circulating, probably fucking true, and we have not heard anything yet. You don't get a fucking lawyer because you have health issues, you know,
Yeah.
which he had a lawyer when that happened, So I mean,
Yeah. His lawyer released a statement.
it could be one of those things. Oh, they forced me out of my health issues. I'm gonna sue them, whatever. It's like, no, I mean, it's just there's no fucking chance.
Seems sketchy.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it confirmed that there's like the FBI was at Hallis Hall?
I heard it was confirmed, and then I heard it wasn't. I don't know. I worked with somebody who said kind of skirted around, somebody who had. So I work with somebody who knows somebody who works at House Hall, and they kind of skirted around it. The answer, I
Yeah,
guess. But this
they
dude
were there.
also like, he also was like, I was like, he told me that if Flus didn't win the game against the Commanders, that Flus was gonna get fired. And then I go, "Who's your source?" And he's like, "I won't tell you." I'm like, "So it's just your fucking friend who lives by like House Hall or something." Like, you're probably lying to me. So I don't know, but because a lot of
Yeah,
people like to think that they have sources and you have fucking jack shit.
everyone just
You
makes it up. No one has a source, but bruh,
I don't know.
like the FBI was there.
Yeah.
They were there. They were
Well,
fucking
my
there.
thing is like this is an office park. A lot of people can see it. If you've ever been to House Hall, like it's a fucking office park. It's like any other office park you've ever been to. It
Yeah,
just the Bears play there, you know.
yeah. You can
Which
just drive in.
on a logistical level, it'd be funny because I think Charles Schwab is out there, like a company like that. It would be
Yeah,
funny to like work out there and like you just fucking see like Justin Fields walking up and down,
yeah.
like just all these celebrities, you know. They're basically celebrities, especially in
They
Chicago.
are. They are celebrities.
Um, so that's a really funny thought. Like I mean, that's like I don't know if like right now if like fucking easily the Cubs could walk outside my door. I'm that close to Wrigley, um,
Oh yeah.
where I live. So which
I mean,
somebody
you'll
might
probably encounter them at some point. I mean, some of them,
if I recognize
whether you
them.
know them or not. Like
Yeah,
you'll probably walk past some of these people.
yeah. My cousin saw Dansby Swanson, who was their big shortstop signing last year, just walking his dog in Wrigley after a game, which is funny. I can't believe you would go after a game, because there's gonna be some moron Cubs fans mobbing you, uh, whether you're walking your dog or not. Like I would just wait until like, I don't know, later or have somebody else do it, maybe. I don't know. Because
Yeah.
the thing with Wrigley, people don't just leave Wrigley, they will leave the game and then just stay in the fucking neighborhood, you know, drinking because the bars are all right there. So
Oh yeah.
I
It's
personally, as a famous person myself, I wouldn't do that.
yeah. As a public figure, my Hinge profiles get seen a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Get a
I
lot of traction.
I actually don't know how many times they've been. They don't. I don't know if they tell you. Bumble will be like, this is how many times you've been seen or whatever. But Bumble's fucking far worse than Hinge.
Yeah, I'm not on any of them, so I don't know which one's the worst at the moment.
Yeah,
It,
I'm actually
but
going through.
when I was on them, it seemed that Tinder was the worst of them all.
Yeah, we got Carol right here. I'm on it right now.
Nice showing off her ass right away.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
don't know.
cool.
It's like it's something to do, but it's just like I try not to take any offense to it anymore. It's just not worth it.
Why would you take offense to it?
Well, that's
Just
probably
a way to passively spend time.
I used to really, really care about like getting matches and like, oh, I need this, I want this person. It's like, just whatever, dude. It's not the only way to meet people. You have to remember that. Like,
Yeah, like get a hobby and meet a person with
yeah,
something, and you have something in common.
go play some softball.
It's like I've seen some pretty horrific looking dudes with girlfriends. I'm willing to bet they didn't meet those girls online.
No.
When they had like they're competing with everyone that's way better looking than them.
hmm
Probably not how they went about getting their girlfriend.
hmm I mean, sometimes people are just happy to have like a nice personality to hang out with, you know? Like, there's a lot of people, I agree with you. Like, there's a lot of people like, your girlfriend is so much fucking hotter than you. It makes no sense. But,
Yeah.
if you're a nice person, you treat them well, they don't. The thing that my dad always told me is girls really don't have an issue looking better than the guy. They kind of want that.
Yeah.
They
I
want
mean
good-looking guys
that is
too.
true because they do start to feel insecure around dudes that
Yeah,
are better that they perceive to be better looking than them because then they can't control the sexual dynamic of the relationship.
yeah. I mean, I'm a fucking. I'll take a girl that's way better looking than me any day of the week, baby.
Yeah, I'm not going to
I'm
complain if
not
a
gonna
fucking
complain about it.
supermodel
I'm
is
not
glum
ugly,
on me.
dude. I don't think I'm ugly, but I'm like, if it's between me or the girl looking better, I'd girl all day. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Same
that
shit.
would be nice.
Like
Wouldn't complain about having a girlfriend better looking than me.
yeah, like I wouldn't like, there's a lot of things I wouldn't mind with a girl. Like it's like I was talking about this with people at work the other day. I'm like, if she makes more money than me, I don't fucking care. Like as if she wants to spend that on me, fucking go right ahead.
Ooh, girl power. I
Yeah.
don't know if she will though. That's the thing.
No.
The
No.
expectate the reality is in modern dating is that expectations haven't changed to where like women will now make more money than a man, but they'll still expect you to spend all the money on them.
Yeah.
They're still gonna expect you to buy fucking dinner,
Dude, when I was in
even though they'll
college,
if they make more money than you, it's like,
yeah.
aren't you the
There's
breadwinner? Didn't you want this? No, this is my money. Okay,
one of the girls
sure it
I
is.
one of the girls I dated in college got mad at me because I stopped wanting to pay for everything, and I go, we're not fucking married. Like, we're not
Yeah,
married. Like, I shouldn't have to pay for fucking everything. Like, this
yeah.
is my money. Like, I don't know.
We met through an app. I don't know what is traditional about our fucking relationship.
No,
We
that's
met
not.
through the fucking internet.
That's
For
dude.
God's sake.
I probably talked about it in this
You
show,
used to
but
have a dowry. Like
yeah,
I would get like 100 steer for being with you. That we met through an app. I'm
yeah.
not buying your shit.
There's that graph that goes around where it's like people from whatever time until like when dating apps came out, where it's like this is how they met people. And it was like bars and restaurants and groups and whatever. And it's just like that's all down and like dating apps are through the roof. We need to
Yeah,
we need like a fucking mass exodus of these
just be a
dating apps.
digital piece of shit, man.
Yeah. You
Just
know,
freelance.
yeah.
No
Ugh,
expectations. Fuck it.
yeah.
Game
I
the
don't know.
system.
Go out and get some broads.
Go prove you're a man. Get some broads. You're
Oh my
not a
God,
man if
dude.
you don't have bitches.
Sound like my dad.
That sounds like most men. It's kind of the male philosophy because we
Yeah,
are fucking apes, and that's
yeah,
how we're wired to exist.
yeah.
Why
Man,
do you think when you were 13 years old you had to jack off 7 times a day?
13, I do that now.
I mean, yeah, like yeah, it's because we're fucking programmed to just fuck.
yeah.
Try to spread this shit anywhere you possibly fucking can. Just desperately, like I gotta get this off my fucking hands,
I gotta
please.
spread my loins.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here. I don't need it anymore. I've got fucking crates on crates of this shit. Endless stores. It's coming in by the minute.
I gotta get this shit
Gotta
out of
get it
me.
out. Gotta get it out. I need someone to take it off my hands.
Taking the fucking head off. I
Yeah.
don't need there to be more of me. Please just take it.
Yeah, no, fuck, dude. I'd be the worst father in the world.
Dude, I've been thinking about that.
I think about my parents were 26 years old when they had me. I'm 24 years old. There's no reality where
Yeah.
I am equipped to be a father in 2 years.
Yeah. I've been thinking about
What?
my mom was actually
I'm an
old.
idiot. I have money. Like
Yeah.
that's not the concern, but emotional like maturity and development and like relationship like actually maintaining and fostering a relationship. I
Yeah.
have zero ability to do any of that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that recently, dude, where I'm like, I'm 23 now, and I'm like, all these people are getting married, and like I know, the same thing with you, where my mom wasn't that young. She was 30, 32 when she had me, I think. But I'm just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to be
Okay.
ready for that in the next few years. Like even thinking about having a kid at 30, I'm like, I don't fucking know how I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah, dude, I don't fucking know, man.
My
It's terrifying.
sister, my stepsister and her husband were like they're like 37, 38 now, so they were like 34, 35 when they had their kid. They're a little bit older, but like I think
Yeah.
now too, like with the cost of everything, the fact that nobody fucking gets paid what they should be getting paid, you know, fucking, college loans and whatever, like I, I think like a lot of people are going to be having kids like way, and also to just medical advancements, just way later in life than they, thought they
Ever had
could or could.
previously, yeah.
I mean, even David, I mean, this is David Letterman had his kid a long time ago, but David Letterman was like 55 when he had a kid, you know? And obviously he's not the one
Fucking Al
starting.
Pacino just popped one out. The
Well,
guy's like 85 years old.
Al Pacino just doesn't believe in condoms, but like, I mean, and obviously too, like David Letterman was not the
Still
person having the
fucking
child, and neither is
yeah.
Pacino, but like it is just, whatever. And Letterman only, I think has the one or two kids. I think he might just have the one son. Um,
Yeah, that's crazy.
he used to. This is actually kind of cool. He used to fly like home to. I think Wyoming. I think he's got like a ranch in Wyoming or whatever. Um, and he used to fly like he would tape like Monday through Thursday, and he would do an extra show on Thursday and then fly home on Friday so he could spend time with his family in
Hmm,
Wyoming or whatever.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting his like schedule on that show because I read a whole book about him and Conan and Jay Leno. Um, so
Yeah, that sounds like you.
yeah,
You
I just
and Andrew Reed.
I could
It's like
read.
fucking compendium on the fucking like what show was that?
That's a bunch of them. It's late night,
Yeah,
Tonight Show,
the
and
one
then
with
Late
Jay. Yeah, the
Show.
Tonight Show. That was the one.
Yeah.
Bleh.
I just think that period of time is so interesting. I could get into it, but I think it's just so funny to have you have two guys on the same network who are openly going up like fighting each other, on the air over this fucking talk show.
God, fucking talk show.
Yeah.
It's
Just to be
amazing
on at
how
10:30 or
irrelevant they are
11:30.
now.
Yeah.
Dude, those fucking shows get zero view. Like no one watches them.
They do well on YouTube, I'll say that, but that's just because you don't have to. I mean, you can kind of just pick and choose, and
Yeah,
they do very stupid fucking. They're like, oh, this person does something embarrassing, like this famous person. I don't know how they get Tom Cruise to do all this embarrassing shit when he's on a talk show, you know?
I don't know. I think he's just like so grandfathered in that he just accepts that this is what you do
Yeah,
without like processing like, oh, you don't have to do this shit anymore.
no.
If you want to be on a fucking hit talk show, go on Hot Ones.
Yeah, go do.
That's where you're actually going to be seen.
Yeah, go and pardon my
That's a
take.
fucking interview that you should be doing.
Yeah, you should go. Tom Cruise on Pardon My Take would be amazing.
That would be horrifying.
I just
That it would just be PFT spending the entire time being like, "Look, hey, big cat, look how much we look alike. I look so much like Tom Cruise." Just saying something fucking stupid as fuck. The
uh
dumbest bit of all time.
yeah. That's yeah, I don't know. Hot ones would be really cool.
Be talking about being short kings together, just like
Dude,
nonsense.
Tom Cruise on the Adam Friedland show would be amazing.
That would be good.
That would never happen. It's never gonna happen, obviously. But like
No.
that is like top tier dream guest for that show
I
for the.
would love Schwarzenegger on the Adam Friedland
Oh,
show.
dude, that would be that of talking about somebody gettable. I think Schwarzenegger would actually be
That
gettable.
would be fucking insane.
He's not really doing anything now, and he probably, you
And he
know,
would love to talk politics and just whatever the fuck.
yeah, call Adam
He would love
gay.
that shit. It would be he's literally the perfect guest for that fucking show. They've talked about Schwarzenegger movies so much on Cumtown.
Oh, Steven Seagal, dude, would be great too, but he wouldn't do it.
Seagal would be incredible. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he's
He
too much of a
has
pussy.
zero sense of humor.
Yeah, too
Fat
much of a
bitch.
coward.
Doing
Fat.
Aikido.
Uh,
Absolute joke.
you can tell in movies when his stunt double comes in because the cuts are so awful, and so
Because
like
they get because he suddenly loses
yeah.
80 pounds.
Well, and whenever they're about to show his face, it just cuts away, to the back of somebody. So the action's always just fucking hard to
To a
see.
fucking a random ponytail.
Yeah. Ugh, man.
Fucking Seagal. He's the best.
We love him. All right. Well, that there, I think we'll end the show for tonight, tomorrow, today, whenever you listen to this bullshit. Go to the links in the description of this episode. Follow us on places, whatever. We made it to the end of the fucking football season. We made it. We're alive. We're okay. Real quick, Jake, who's your Super Bowl pick right now? Like going in the play?
Now,
Yeah.
oh fuck me. Shit. I what I need to even see the list of the playoff teams. Let me pull it up. Like I'm just so tuned out right now. I'm just
Yeah.
devastated by everything I haven't kept
Yeah.
up.
I already said
Let's
my
see.
pick. I'm gonna go
NFL.
with the 49ers.
I want to believe that they're fucking Sisyphus.
My brother's
So
gonna be
I will
stoked.
not be picking them.
Yeah.
But they could lose a Super Bowl. You know,
I think
they
they're
could do
probably
that.
gonna coast to the fucking through the playoffs because they're just so talented.
Dude, just for the fucking lulls, fuck it. I'm picking Cleveland because I
Ooh,
want
dude.
Joe Flacco to do it.
That'd be
Just be
awesome.
for fucking fun.
Yeah. That would be awesome,
And
dude.
I'll pick the fucking Rams.
All right.
Two
Be fun.
wild card teams make a fucking Super Bowl. Why not? Just for shits and gigs. I've been wrong constantly. Why not? I'll have some fun.
It's one of those years I think it could happen.
Yeah,
I think I'll do 49ers over Cleveland. I think that would be fun. That would be a fun Super Bowl. So I'll pick that.
that would be fun.
I would just like legitimately, I think it's probably gonna be 49. Honestly, it could be 49ers Bills because the Bills have been playing really
That
well.
could be. Honestly, the Bills are. I think it could be their year that they get to a Super Bowl.
Just this last stretch where they
Yeah,
really turned it
they're on
on.
fire right now. The pressure's off them
Hmm.
because they're honestly because like they had such a shitty run. People kind of just stopped paying attention to them,
Hmm.
and now I think that they can just kind of ride.
Well, and we all know
Roll.
that,
I mean, the Chiefs are weak. The Ravens choke constantly.
yeah. Well, and
I mean, why not them? Why not them?
Chiefs have nobody to throw to. Dolphins are, I don't know, they've just been
They're
faltering.
on the brink of collapse.
Yeah, Steelers suck. They're the worst playoff team right now, probably.
Yeah,
Um,
we're the Bucks, but other conference,
yeah,
obviously.
the Bucks are probably the worst, but then the Steelers are pretty close. At least in the AFC, they're probably the worst. Um,
I think the Bucks might beat the Eagles, though. The Eagles are
oh,
fucking
dude,
reeling.
I think
Yeah,
that
it's. I
F
think the
can
Bucks are
yeah,
gonna fucking do it.
yeah.
So,
I think that that would be the cherry on top
and
for the
I'm definitely pulling for the
yeah,
Bucks. I live here, so I might as
yeah,
well fucking root for them.
yeah, dude. You should go
Got
to the
all the
game.
coverage. I, yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know what the ticket prices are right now.
It can't be that much money. I'm gonna look this up real quick while we wrap this shit up and just it's gonna be our last little thing. I'll go to SeatGeek right now and see how much they are. What would your guess be for
For
nose?
what? Are the nosebleeds?
Yeah,
I don't know, $500 for a shit nosebleed for
they're
a
actually
seat.
the lowest price here is 169.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't
That's
know
not
where that's
that
at
bad.
though. That's section 340, so I don't know where that's at in the
It's
stadium.
probably shit, but
Yeah, that's nosebleeds, but like that's not bad. Bears games it would definitely be 500 for a nosebleed at a Bears playoff
yeah.
game. But you forgot one thing, dude. The Bills have been playing better ever since Sean McDermott started praising Al Qaeda. So
Yeah, since he praised the teamwork of Al Qaeda and
yeah.
Ken Dorsey was executed in a jihad style IED attack, they have been performing much better.
uh yeah, so I think it could easily be the Bills just because of that. That's a good way to wrap up the show. Thanks for listening, everybody. Go football. Woo!